members of the congregation. You are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go with Easy, yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
I hope you're ready. Wired Wednesday is live, y'all. Oh yeah. Yes, let's do this here. We're gonna talk some shit tonight.
Lord have mercy.
I hope you're ready. Yeah, you're right. Welcome to another episode of Wired Wednesday. I got the Wired ones in the building. Yes.
Sir.
I hope
Yes,
y'all
sir.
ready. Yes.
Hey, you sound like you extra
right.
ready.
I mean,
That's right. That's right. Hope y'all ready.
live. Give me a second.
Right.
That's right. We're going to talk a little shit tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about some Apple news and some iPhones, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons. Because you know why? You know why? Because we talk some real shit here, right?
Sure
You know what I'm saying? There's no fake and phony here. We
Nope.
talk real shit right here. Come on now.
There may be some phony.
Don't I wake
only
everybody
these.
up when I saw that intro right there, right? That intro just wake everybody up. If you wasn't alive, then I just, I got you up there. All right, let's talk a little shit, right? Let's get started.
Okay.
All right. So we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about iPhone 14 versus the iPhone 14 Pro. Because here's the problem. For the last 72 hours, I've been getting a couple of, DMs and, people asking the question, should you upgrade? What's the deal with the 14? A lot of people, non-techies, right? A lot of people don't watch keynote addresses, and a lot of people, family members, they ain't gonna sit up and watch no fucking Apple keynote address. They go ask the people that's supposed to be experts, and we supposed to be the
nerds.
experts, right? Right, the
Yeah,
nerds.
us,
They go
the
ask
nerds.
nerds.
Nerds unite.
Yeah, I mean, so they ask the nerds, what's the deal? What's new? What's blue? Is it thing, what Apple bringing to the table? And, I mean, first of all, a lot of them don't know the difference between 60 hertz and 120 hertz. So you really can't talk too much about that, right?
Right.
First thing you talk about is the price. Price $900. Really? Wow, that's kind of expensive. Well, yeah, I mean, and you tell people that it's the same design, it's the same this and the same that as the 13, right? And a lot of people say, well, I mean, is the cameras better? Not really. Should you upgrade if you got a 13? I don't think so. So I mean, listen, I can't really give a final analysis on that device until I have it in hand, but looking at the prelims, everybody dropping videos today. Everybody dropping videos today. I just think, MKBHD, all these other people dropping videos. I've been analyzing and watching it,
Analyzing? Okay. I ain't seen none of them.
Yeah, I watch a little bit of them, and
You ain't
from
shit,
what I've
Sean. You know that, right?
what I've seen, right? You mean if you're not gonna go for the Pros or the Pro Max, if you got a 13, I will wait till next year. I mean, it's
if you had a 13 Pro Max and you decide to go 14, I would tell you go ahead and.
Well,
go ahead and
no,
keep
wait
your
a minute. If you go 13, if you got 13 Pro Max and you go into a 14 Plus,
That's all you flex
lose
over
it out.
there, Sean.
You lose it out.
Absolutely.
Downgrade.
I didn't mean to do that. What was I live when we did that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What you got in your hand, sir? Oh,
I'm special.
No, he's switching,
I'm
y'all.
special.
He's supposed to be the big guy, but guess what?
Oh,
He's an Apple
Lord.
fanboy right
This
now.
month.
Cut the
Cut
shit.
that, but cut
Cut
that
the
bullshit.
shit.
I'm special.
You-
I got the dummy
you-
unit.
Yeah, you are special.
Yeah, you special, all right.
A special
All
dummy.
right.
Yeah, indeed. So I mean,
You
look,
got
don't-
everybody worked up in the chat.
Right. Everybody
know,
like,
right?
what? No.
Yes, indeed. I mean, the thing about it, if you look at, Apple's implementation of what they try to bring in 2022, it's an off year. Look, we say the same thing about Samsung. The Fold 4 and the Z Flip 4. I think Samsung took an off year too, right? I mean, let's be real about it. I mean, the 14 and the 14 Plus is it's not really a big deal. And guess what?
Right.
It's being proven right now because the sales, right? The pre-order sales is terrible for Apple right now.
Terrible.
It's terrible for Apple right now. So it's not everybody not buying the 14 and the 14 Plus. Everybody opting for the 14 Pros. But you know what? I think that's the strategy. I think that's the strategy for Apple. They don't want you to fuck with the 14s and the 14 Plus. They want you to spend the money.
Yeah, on that Max.
Money on the Max. Right? So I think that's the strategy. But they get the big blowback from it, right? Nobody ain't buying the 14. I mean, they still want to make money regardless. But you know what I thought? A lot of, the carriers was giving people, $1,000 for the 13 Pros and Pro Maxes to get a 14. But I've heard some people hit me up and say, hold on, easy. That's not for the 14 Pro Max. They was give you I was like, wait a minute. How they gonna give you $1,000 for a $900 phone? So that's kind of confusing. So I think they are carriers, but you got to be careful because what the carriers is doing is that it's all bill credits, people. It's all bill credits. So just be careful of the bill credits because
They ain't giving you nothing.
Ain't enough for
They're not
free.
giving you a Visa check card,
Yeah.
Who used to do that? Who used to do that? They used to
T-Mobile
give
did that
AT&T would
before.
give to you.
they used to give you a Visa card, right?
Yeah.
They don't do that no more. They give you bill credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to give you no
Bring
money
me
now.
them bill credits.
Fucking bill credit. Oh,
And they
shout
don't
out
give
to
you the bill credits
on,
all
Dickie.
at once either. You have to space it out for 2 years.
Yes. No, more than 2 years. It's 3 years.
That's
36
That's
months.
probably AT&T, maybe.
But
So
hold on,
it's
not easy.
it's
I'm
36
getting one
months.
for my wife. But I'm taking the 11 Pro Max and trading that in. I'm going to keep her 13 Pro Max. Throw that in the drawer for her and the kid. They still give me $1,000. It's bill credit. I'm paying $9 a month. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know
That's
what?
how
It-
that's
it-
you
how
know what I'm
it
saying?
is. So he has the 11 Pro Max and he's trading that in, getting
Yeah.
$1,000 and getting the 14
You gonna
Pro
give
Max.
me a G
Oh,
in
nice.
bill credits for that POS? Oh, you can have that, and I'll run my wife. She can get that purple joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't.
Purple.
You gotta be smart about it.
Purple.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
the
she
thing
said
about it
Purple
is,
joint? I may got something
Mhm.
for you, Sean.
so
I may got something.
Ooh. An
So-
exclusive?
the podcast that I posted tomorrow, I'm gonna talk a little bit of some of the snippets that I ramble off. Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now that I really ranted. I ranted really bad on the podcast tomorrow. So do y'all get ready for, if you got headphones on, just turn the volume down a little bit. This a little
okay.
bit. Just a little bit.
So don't listen to you.
Right.
Basically saying don't listen to it at work. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and I don't curse. I don't curse.
Oh.
But
Really?
I'm just saying, I don't curse.
Okay.
But you know what? I think I said one curse word in the podcast, but I didn't curse. I try to hold my tongue, but I did get upset about it. And one of the things that I got upset about is esim. Esim.
Yeah, that's some
Right?
bullshit.
eSIM is what I got upset about. And the reason why is because, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something about this eSIM. And I know a lot of people say, well, easy, you're a tech content creator, you got multiple phones, it blah, this, and blah, that. Let me give you a scenario. This happens every day in Louisiana. I'm gonna say New Orleans. You're down on Bourbon Street, 1 o'clock in the morning. You drop it 14 because you're shitty drunk, right? And you break the screen in it. You break the screen. 2 o'clock in the morning, you go home and you got a nice little pretty Android phone sitting right there. And you say to yourself, can I just take my SIM card out this and put it in this Android phone until tomorrow? Because nobody can live without their phones, right? Not for a
No,
minute.
right?
No, you're not gonna be able to do
Okay.
that.
No.
So guess what happens?
Don't be able to do it.
You're not gonna be able to do it. That means that guess what happens? You can't do shit. So that means you gotta wake up super early in the morning. You're waiting. You got to find a phone, ask a family member or brother or sister, can I borrow your phone so I can call AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon? Say, hey,
Whomever.
I got. Well, first of all, when you call them, you got to sit on the phone, wait about 30, 45 minutes before anybody pick up the phone.
Yes, sir.
Right? Then somebody pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, my name is such and such. Then you got to give me secret codes and all your this, that. You got to verify your account and all that. About time you get through to that, the first thing you say, listen, I broke my iPhone 14 Pro. I need my Android phone active right now. And the first thing gonna say, well, we got to send you a SIM card. I mean, you can't activate it. What the fuck? Do you have a SIM card? Because the phone you got right now got an eSIM. So guess what happened?
You got a Pixel.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. So that means that you got to do two things. You got to wait. You got to wait a couple of days for somebody to send you a SIM card in the mail, or you got to go to your carrier and go get a SIM card because you broke your iPhone and all of a sudden you got to wait. What's up,
Hey,
Scoop?
appreciate you, Scoop.
Stopping in to say hi. I actually, in about an hour and a half, I have to head down to Fremont. I have an event to shoot tonight, so
nice.
I'm shooting a wrestling event on Fremont.
Oh, nice.
Get your money, boy.
Nice, get it, son.
So I'm rocking the King Switchblade.
That's right. Yay!
Yeah.
So you know, to finalize the story is that the convenience, the inconvenience that you got to go through. Listen, is Apple solving a problem by being the first with eSIM?
No,
Probably
not, but no.
Right? Not right now.
But no, it's a
Not
problem.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not right now. It's going to be a problem if Samsung decides to copy it.
Yeah,
Right.
3 years from now, yeah.
3 years from now, yes. Today, no. And I know somebody got to start it. I understand that, right? But what I look at, the eSIM is that in no scenario, and listen, I know people in the comments talking about, oh, well, easy. Nobody ain't gonna do that. Man, people break their phones all day long. Like people break their phones. I mean, it happens.
Absolutely.
It happens, man. I mean, it happens. And listen, look, I'm for the consumer, right? And I know how it happens. I get family members and friends call me all the time. You got an extra phone because I just broke my phone. And I listen.
And you tell them hell yes.
Phone. Yeah,
hell yes. I got 4 of them in different colors. What you need, player?
And you know what they do?
What color would you like?
What color would you like, player?
When I give it to them, you know what they do? They pop their SIM out and they put it in that phone. Bam! It's good to go. Right there,
Absolutely.
right?
They connected.
That's a beautiful thing about popping.
And we understand what y'all mean in the chat. Talking about Android's got eSIMs, but it's not only eSIM.
Right.
It's not eSIM only. Fuckers.
So what I'm saying is, look, I see Mark T saying, it's easy to make a seamless switch if you don't have a SIM card. No. What I'm saying is, right now. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I got over 200 phones. I got 0 phones. I got 0 phones with eSIM. 0 phones with eSIM out of 200 phones I got. That means that I got.
You mean eSIM only?
eSIM only.
Yeah.
Right.
You
eSIM
have
only.
phones that are eSIM capable.
Yeah. You have phones that are eSIM capable, right?
Right. So,
okay.
Yeah.
You do. Okay.
And so if I want to swap real quick, I just take the SIM. I mean, how long? It takes 30 seconds to swap a SIM card.
Take you that long? Why take you that long, player?
Well, you got to turn off the phone and turn it on.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I wasn't going to insult them like that. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Kim.
I do understand what people say.
You're scaring me.
They go online, but so I won't challenge people. Ask friends and family. Do they go online and go on?
Just ask them if they know what an eSIM is. They're gonna be like, no.
Exactly. Do they go online and pay their bills? Do they go online and switch SIM cards? Listen, you know what's so funny? Sprint. This is why they no longer here right now. I had 3 phones with Sprint, And that was a fucking nightmare. Calling Sprint, waiting for 45 minutes an hour just to tell them,
just
hey,
trying to
listen,
switch
I need my phone. Right, I'm trying to switch phones, so I got to give them my IDI number and all that bullshit.
All that bullshit.
So that was a nightmare.
Fucking nightmare.
That was a nightmare. Sprint was a nightmare trying to switch phones, right? But so what's going to happen with the eSIM? And you know, Apple go sell millions of these phones. Right now, you may have a 2-minute wait, but I promise you, in about 2 months, that 2 minutes gonna be 2 hours. It ain't. I promise you that you're gonna have a lot of people calling and try to swap eSIMs and all this stuff. I think I just think Apple's not solving a problem here. I think they're creating a problem.
Well, they're creating a problem to make money.
That's what specialty. That's their specialty.
Yeah, they love doing that shit.
You know, I mean, I just that's just my thoughts about it. And on my podcast tomorrow, like I say, turn the volume down a little bit because I really do rant about it. I rant about it a little bit. I'm telling you, I lose it on my podcast for like 15 seconds.
Lose control. You lose it, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I mean, look, I just look at it like this, people, right? Most of my family members got 2 phones, work phones and personal phones. And you hear it all the time. They just swap SIM cards if they want to use their work phone or whatever, or their personal phone. If they want to use their iPhone, they just swap the SIM card and blase this, blase that, and then put it in their Android phone, you know, as far as weekend or whatever, however they want to do it. Most people got 2 phones, right? You know.
Right.
And I think with the eSIM thing, it just makes it a little more challenging. It's not saying it can't be done.
It's just a pain in the ass.
It's just a pain. And I speak for if you have an Android phone that does not have eSIM capability, right? So what you do in that scenario, if you want your main phone number to go on your Android phone for, you know, a couple of days and then go back to your iPhone with the eSIM. I mean, so when you go back to your iPhone, that SIM card get cut off, right?
You gotta go beep boop bop boop beep. Hello, carrier.
Yeah,
right.
And look, man, I think
you say.
I mean,
and the carrier goes again,
right,
again. You know, I think we have to look at what's better for the consumer, right? What's better for the consumer, man? If every phone that's out right now had eSIM, every phone, then we wouldn't have this discussion.
No, we wouldn't know nothing else but what we know. But now we know what we know.
We're solving a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So
clouding up what I like calling is clouding up a clear fucking issue. That's what I like.
So if Samsung, which is another huge manufacturer, come out with their S23s with no eSIM,
you mean with only eSIM?
Huh?
Oh, it's gonna piss me off.
You mean if it comes out with only eSIM?
Well, I'm just saying if they don't come out with eSIM, that means that Apple be the only one that's doing eSIM right now for the next, year or so. But if Samsung, you know how Samsung is, they might mock Apple, but they suck Apple nuts at the same time.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, sir.
I would say that if Apple
what is the name of that position?
The bend over position. That's what they do. They bend over. That's what they do.
It's called the scam position.
Scam
Wow.
If Apple doing it right, you bet your sweet ass that Samsung will be down on their knees, Vaselining themselves, doing the same thing. And so, I mean, look, I think that's where we going at. And I mean, it is what it is. But today is not that good.
You like that, sir?
My nigga, I got that thing, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna bite your style, sir.
So somebody says, all right, so look at this.
I gotta look out.
My only hope is that it's too late in the process for them to make changes for the S23, and I hope so too.
Yeah, me too, man. I do too, Mike. Me too, bro.
Yeah, Mike, I'm with you. I'm with
you, brother.
because we know that the S23 is already in the works, right? It's almost probably finalized by now, right? So,
Oh yeah.
So, like you said, they don't have time to gargle those balls. That's the problem.
right,
That's the,
they'll be
No,
doing
I
it in
don't.
2024, but they probably won't do it in 2023. And listen,
yeah, they won't do that. Right. Yeah.
and so when we talk
Getting
about
their
that,
mouth ready.
yeah, and so here's another thing that
Getting that ready.
Samsung,
Getting that mouth ready. See what that tongue do and teeth.
yeah, because guess what? This dynamic eyelid shit. You
Yeah.
best believe
You ain't feeling it?
I
You
can
not
see
feeling it, Eric?
one UI 6. I can see you go have that option.
Hey, you seen the Xiaomi? They're already kind of adopting it. So
I know.
You see
I
that?
don't know.
That's just the what's the name though? The show.
it was just yeah. But
I
they
don't know.
giving
I
them
mean,
ideas.
but because here's the thing.
They said we can
It
make
is-
this shit in 2 hours.
Listen,
You missed it, babe. We were talking about eSIM.
Hey,
I know. I
Send
saw.
that.
I saw on the thing. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Did you?
Had a business call at 8:30.
That's right. You got to go.
Wow.
I was
make that
late. My
money.
boss was like, "Hey man, you getting on this call? We kind of need you to be here."
Barry said my business hours are.
Yes.
Right.
He said, I got to go over to the stream. We're going to talk about gargling balls. Okay.
Gargling balls.
I was like-
Right. That part.
I was like, boss, I don't mean to flex. You like that?
Oh, look at Barry. Oh,
You know what's so hilarious?
Flexing tonight.
You know what's hilarious
know you
is
had one, man.
I literally
I
just
know you
got
had
it and I forgot to tell y'all. I literally forgot to tell y'all. I was
Guess what?
like,
Let me
I was.
copy
It
on
was
that
funny.
one, man.
I was almost done talking with Kimmy and almost forgot to tell her. Dude had to deliver it for me to.
arrived while we were on the
Yep,
phone.
exactly. I was like, I forgot to tell you about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look at him. He got it.
Oh, he ain't say, look at him. Here you go. He gonna pull out all of them. He gets so excited when somebody else does it.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is I was I'm in one of Juan's chats, and you know Ted, right? Ted hit me up one day. And he goes, "Hey man, don't you want an LG Wing?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about the LG Wing." And he goes, "I know someone's selling this like brand new. He don't even use it. It's like $150." I was like, "What? Okay."
What?
Yeah, you give it to me.
150.
Shit,
Hey.
Yeah, you know Eric said give it to me. Eric.
Yeah.
Hey.
Why would you get another one, Eric? Here you go
Well,
again
I
with that
mean,
bullshit.
that's what he. Yeah.
Hey, but listen, I'm gonna tell you, I haven't ordered my iPhone yet. I'm not rushing.
Before you got 300
No,
phones,
you're
you don't
American.
need to.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I'm not
I
rushing.
would
is
hold
because-
off, Eric, just because it's so delayed. You might find a deal on Swappa. You might find someone that's selling it.
He's
I
not
mentioned
doing
it to
that,
my.
Barry.
I mentioned
Don't
it to
do
the
that.
Oracle about it. I mentioned it to the Oracle about it. She's not a fan of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Until she sees somebody with it. That's how they all are. They
But
are,
wait a
I'm
minute.
not sure.
But
if
I
wanna
mean, how
do
different
it.
does it really
I'm
look?
not sure.
It-
And then when they
right,
see
no.
somebody with it with the new features, then they'll be like, "Can you go ahead and get that?" I'm,
But the 13
hey,
Pro
you
Max.
heard what I
though,
said?
Think
Put
about. I
time-
know, but
timestamp that.
I know. But
Timestamp
listen,
it.
going from the 13 Pro Max to a
19
Z
minutes
Fold is just taking the SIM going back and forth. Now, I mentioned that right because I'm not an advocate of eSIM right now. So I mentioned, I said, hey, listen, your main number got to go on this eSIM. That means if you like to swap through two or three phones, you got to, we gonna have a problem here,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You got Z Fold 3, and you got a iPhone 13 Pro Max. What you gonna do? Right? Which one? Which you gonna go to iPhone 14 Pro Max and you give up your fold? What you gonna do?
Well, Dexter, I wouldn't say soon because if he ain't pre-ordered by now, he gonna be waiting a couple.
Oh yeah,
He won't get it until January.
If you were like 3 hours, if you were not 3 hours, if you were, I think it happened during Viper stream. If you ordered at the end of his stream, like, oh man, y'all convinced me, and you ordered, yours is delivered mid-October.
I mean, look, I look at the iPhone 14 that it's no big deal to me. Like, I this is the first iPhone. It looked the 13 Pro Max. I kind of use it every now and then, but it's not a phone that I'm running to go spend $1,500 for right now.
Right.
Listen, if I could walk into my Best Buy and say, "Hey, Eric, I got a couple of 13 Pro Maxes," I grab one. But ordering it, nah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I got floods of cases all the way up to the wazoo to fucking do
man, I got
videos
so many
about it.
cases.
I got so many cases to do, but I mean, look, I got a couple of dummy units I can do on that. Fuck it, I mean, hey,
Oh.
Hey, you may not want to do that, Eric. You may not want to do that, sir.
Oh,
I do. First of all, let's make sure we understand something. I do what the fuck I want on my channel. I would know it's what your boy said. I wish a motherfucker would tell Easy not to do something on this channel. I wish a motherfucker would.
Hey, LaShawn.
No, I mean,
look at it. Look at it.
I got some dummy units to do some case
set it up, dog.
You know.
My guy.
What is that?
Take this damn surface off my desk, man. That's what I can do. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so brother. Did y'all were just talking about eSIM? Did you talk about any of the reviews that y'all saw today?
No, we were about to talk a little bit about the reviews.
No.
I saw,
well, Eric said he's seen a few.
Yeah,
I
didn't see none of them.
I haven't seen. I just seen. It was so funny. I hit up the crew because I was like, man, that's weird that only Mr. Who's the Boss and MBKHD and I just seen post on Twitter. It's like, hey, I got like 8-9 things on my time. I'm editing it myself, sir. You're gonna have to wait. You want to see my video? I'm a one-man band up in this.
Hey, I mean, look, I watched iJustD. She unboxed all of them. And she talked about it. I watch MKBHD. I watch a couple other people. Hey, somebody hit me. Who coming in there? Oh, LB. I watch a couple other videos. And you know, I mean,
hey, what's good, y'all?
What's up,
LB?
I look at them.
What up, though?
I look at them, and I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, what more could you say about the iPhone 14 at this point, right? I mean,
Dynamic Island.
It's about that island.
Well,
about that island.
As Baby Boy said, Mr. Who's the Boss said,
mm-hmm.
Your S22 Ultra is trash compared to it.
Trash.
So the camera's way better on that one.
I've heard that on a couple of videos saying that the iPhone 14 Pro Max it had the best cameras on the planet. I've heard that on a couple of people.
Like when I'm looking, so like on Arun on his video, you could see like it was like, man, that looks terrible. Like I know I couldn't get that bad of a selfie on the S22 Ultra. I know that's not going to happen, right? But you can, if you see that. But there's a lot of people that, at least on the print side, that I'm seeing side by side, and I'm like, how are you saying anything's better here? They both. I see bad pictures on one side. I see bad picture on the other side. You know, do you know how to take a picture?
Barry,
I mean,
Barry. There's bad pictures on both sides.
Yeah, they're bad pictures on both sides. On both sides.
I can tell you this, for everybody that's a member of my channel, I just dropped my Evil Twin video in my members only. Okay, now that my Evil Twin, I ranted on that Evil Twin video about the cameras, and so check that out because I believe the camera is not bad. It's the people that's taking the photo is bad. That's what I see. I say people just don't know how to take photos.
No comment.
I just think that it's not the photo that's bad. It's people that's taking the photo is bad.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you could listen, I can have a professional $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 camera and get bad photos.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is what I was telling Kimmy today. So I was sitting on my porch. And luckily, I was sitting on my porch because I was about to get the LG Wing dropped to me. But I'm sitting on my porch, and 4 feet away, I have these 2 big pots. So I see that in the foreground. Mm-hmm. And then about 20 feet away, I have a big tree, and right after that is my car. Then like 50 feet away, you see where the next house is, right? Uh-huh. And so you just see depth of field, like different sides. You got foreground, you got background, all that stuff. And there's a dude that posted a photos, and the dude had like
that's the way it's like.
He had like rocks go, and they had like on top of the rocks he had a trail, then it went around, like it just had all this different variation of like cement, grass, then rocks. It was a beautiful scene, and it was probably like 100 feet deep, and he made it all seem like it was 1 foot depth of field.
Wow.
And I'm like, the level of bad, like when to be that bad at photos, like, is he praying to God first? Like I really, can you make me the opposite of Scoop? I want to be the opposite because I'm gonna hit the shutter button. I want to be the opposite.
I just believe that when it comes down to photos, right? When it comes down to photos, it's just so crazy. You know why? When you look at blind camera tests, this is why it's so important. When I did my blind camera test, A lot of people picked certain phones, and they didn't pick the flagship, but they pick other phones. It's because it's not the device that's taking the photo; it's the person that's taking the photo has to know how to take a photo.
So I mentioned this to Kimmy because I was like, I thought about you, Juan, Jay Will, who else I say? Like was TK? There's some like people that have like a large sub count, right? That've been around for a while.
You know, the bigger channels that claim they little.
Yeah. So
those guys.
like before we came around, like it was just you guys, just y'all four, right? And you guys see this kind of stuff. Like what goes to your mind? Like I would just like to know what goes to you're like, why would you think this is a good photo? And then you're telling people who won? You know these things cost $1,200 and you're taking horrible photos.
You know, I could, and the thing about it is, here's the problem with people that take bad photos and post them online. They will call the device bad.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're
called a device bad, and that's
no. Your composition is trash.
It's trash. It would be just like I'm reviewing. I'm like, hey man, the Grado SR60s are legendary. The Sennheiser HD 280 Pros are great for monitoring. And someone's like, oh man, so how did you become this audiophile? I was like, I can't tell you. I can't hear. You know, I'm just saying this. I'm just making this stuff up. Like, dude, you don't know how to take photos. You are not qualified.
I mean, look, when we look at where camera phones is right now, I mean, you can't take a bad photo of hauling nothing unless you just not
yes,
that
you can.
Wait.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Unless you terrible at it, right?
Yes, and we saw a guy, and the ironic thing, dude was like national offensive. Like it's like he does everything well, and guess what? God was like, we had to balance it out because your photos is gonna be the worst photos known to man. The dude cannot take a photo to save his life. Like if he
athlete can't take
a photo to save his life.
So
I mean,
go ahead. The thing is
hey, there you go.
You
There
get a lot
you
of people
go.
say, well, you know, the
Right
average
there with
consumer can't take a photo, so it's how it comes straight out the look. If you are on social media and you are a influencer / reviewer or whatever, and you have the audacity to acknowledge anything about a camera, you need to be able to at least position something, compose a picture that's worth taking.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You should be best case scenario.
And I also blame the editor because the editor should be trained. Like if you're like a technology editor, trained well enough to go, hey man, this is a really well written article, but your photos are horrible. Yeah, you're gonna make us look bad if we release this.
I mean, I think we're not surprised on Apple. Listen, man, let's give credit where credit is due. Apple go market this dynamic island, you know, has they been doing it so far? Every time you go on social media, every time you turn on TV, when I was watching football games, all you see is Apple dynamic island. Yep. They come out with it and they talk about it, right? They don't talk about the 14 or the 14 plus. They only go into the pros, right? And that's
smart. That's smart. That's what they do. Now, I will say this. I'm very happy for Apple people that are truly in, because I think they needed to change something on their OS. I don't want Android to adopt it, not because I think the merits of dynamic island are bad, right? I think when the smartest thing that Samsung did when they started One UI 5 was to make everything look like it's taking up the whole display. But like even when you go into settings, now Google's followed in the last year, they followed it as well. You'll see settings is listed down here, but everything you interact with is down at the bottom, even though it takes up the full screen.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to use two hands to go back up and forth. Let the Apple people do it because it's better than what they have right now. It's better because let's be real. If you have a large iOS phone, you're still having to wield two hands, right? So that's not going to be that big of a change. But for us, please don't bring dynamic island on there. I don't want it.
You're begging uselessly because it's coming.
It's gonna happen. It's coming,
sir.
It's coming. It sucks too. Because, oh my God, it's.
I mean, I'm not going to say so. I can't say that it sucks. Simply, it's a sleek interface for the hardware that Apple has chosen to go with.
Right.
You know, let's face it. Face ID ain't going nowhere.
Right.
It
That's the
ain't
hallmark
going
thing. Right.
nowhere. So this is better than the notch. I would take this dynamic island before the notch all day. Personally, I think it's 5 years late. It should have released like this. You know. Do I want it on Android? No, not necessarily.
I don't want it on Android.
But that's the beauty of Android.
Well, yeah, the beauty of Android, someone will do it, but also the beauty will be that multiple people won't.
This is the beauty of Android right here. That you could change the fucking launcher.
That's crazy. That fucking. I swear to God, I want to send my shit to you, man, and let you do my shit. I ain't got that kind of time in my life, man. Because that shit is fly. I love it.
It gives me anxiety.
It's so much fun.
There's way too much going on.
Did you put it on this thing yet? Easy.
No, I didn't. No, I haven't put it on it. But I do have it on. I do have it on. And I have it on my V6
now, sir.
I absolutely love it.
I like a clean screen.
You know what? Nobody never asked to use my phone. Matter of fact, nobody don't even think this is. Nobody wouldn't ask me to use this phone.
I wouldn't have to use that shit.
El Jefe, that's a whole launcher, man.
You like, oh,
yeah, Jefe's in the building.
I'm good.
Hey, El Jefe.
That is crazy.
Yeah, this
that
is
launch
is
crazy.
I don't
I like it, but it's just busy.
No,
I would not remember where anything is at.
Savage said Easy's launcher is more complicated than data structures.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey man, so Barry,
that's
Barry, I made the mistake. I'm out at the cigar shop on a Saturday, and I see one of Easy's videos. So I slid into the DMs, right? I said, Easy, can you send that to me? So I figured I had some time to fuck with it. I shut that shit down after 10 minutes. I said, fuck this. I said, you ain't got no backup on that, man, that you can send me that I can, then I'll manipulate it from there. And he's like, nah, man, you got to start from the beginning. I'm like, oh, hell no.
That launcher, that triggers anxiety for me.
That's too much.
Hey, LB, I didn't think I had anxiety until I started messing with that thing, man. I was like, what's anxiety? Put that launcher on your phone and find out. It's fucked up, man.
And then you mess around and open it up, and it's like the whole inside of the screen is like overwhelming.
Yeah, I got it on my V60, and I have it on my phone, and I absolutely love it because I have all my apps perfect. I know exactly what button to press to get. I don't have a lot of apps, right? Well, I go through social media, and that's about it. I mean that I don't really open up too many apps, so I just going from YouTube to my YouTube studio to Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, and that's about it, man. So it's all good. It's a lot of fun though, but I guarantee nobody will ask you for your phone. Look, you pull out the phone. Can I borrow your phone? Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Never mind.
Right. Yeah. Or they're gonna ask you, what the fuck is this?
That's funny.
Yeah, but I overall for one of the first times in life, I kind of appreciated the Apple updates.
Yeah,
I did too.
I personally think that this was like the most well-rounded release that they've had.
Yeah, the only thing that was weak was the eSIM thing, but
yeah.
And
as a supreme Apple hater, I was like, I'm impressed. Color me impressed. You know what I mean? Because look, my wife and daughter have them, so of course I know about them. But hey, man, they're not for me. But hey, man,
I mean, look, I think
that's a nice little upgrade. It's a nice little upgrade.
I think Apple have to differentiate themselves from the market, right? That's what they got to do, right? They don't want to be the same old interface. So they add. You got to remember, Apple can't change too much, right? Because they can't do that. So that means that when they add
No,
the dynamic
they
island on
make
there,
everybody go crazy, boy. Them
right? So they just got to do subtle changes.
Break out the tiki torches and shit.
Right.
Breaking
So
out
they
tiki torches and shit.
So I think with the dynamic island, what that does is it takes your notifications to the next level. So if you got a notification, it comes down, it shows you right there. Now, if you are somebody that's doing some unsavory things, if you're at dinner with another person and the shit come down and you got hey baby, call me and all that, you're the woman sitting right there like, who's your baby? So you're getting some problems. You have problems that way, right? But but other than that, I think it's Apple will implement it well because obviously they've been working on this software for a while. They really been working on this software for a while. They'll never get rid of the notch, but what they're doing is they're implementing it differently. That's all. And I don't see nothing wrong with it. I just don't want.
Like I said, it's 5 years too late. It should have came out like that. You shouldn't even had the discussion of the notch.
The notch should have never happened.
They
were already late.
But you know what, LB?
That was from last night's stream, so you're not gonna hear about it tonight.
But you know what, LB? Here's the thing, LB. I believe that if you look at when Apple came out with the notch, a lot of people on Android did the notch, right? And when they got blasted by the communities, they got rid of the notch quick. I mean, they only took maybe one implementation of the notch, and all of a sudden you saw the punch hole on the side, then you saw the punch hole in the middle. I mean, Android got rid of the notch quick. I mean, it was really fast because people was outraged when Android implemented the notch, right?
Well, don't forget they had the notch. What people were outraged about was in 2017, Essential Phone was the second, which they got credit for being first to Sharp of having that little teardrop. It was even smaller. Yeah. What happened is when iPhone got it, a lot of more budget phones started adding those ugly notches. Yeah. And we were already starting to get rid of it. We were like, we're starting to move past the notch. Now you're bringing it back because iPhone is doing it. That's why we were irritated.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
With the Pixel, with the Pixel 6.
Not Pixel 6. Pixel 3 XL, which I would not purchase.
3 XL.
Yeah, the 3 XL.
It's not allowed in my household.
And
I'm a Pixel guy.
The saggy titties.
Saggy titties. Oh my God. That was the worst implementation of a notch ever.
Yeah.
Hey man, get off my phone. I'm loyal.
Hey,
I'm loyal.
LaShawn, you know that was terrible.
That was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yes, it was terrible. I will admit that was terrible.
Not a bad phone though. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
It wasn't a bad phone.
Oh no, we're just talking about that.
It was a bad phone. It was a bad looking phone.
I hit the notch.
It was
so you ain't had no screen then.
Right.
The shit came halfway down.
It was all forehead.
Kimmy, it's like the 4XL. It had that little forehead, like the 4XL.
Look, it was like the notch was already bad, and Google was like, you know what? We're gonna do it worse.
We'll make it worse.
We're gonna crank it up.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So and you know what? Sup family? What's up?
Cameron.
The Pixel 6a got murdered for 60 hertz, right? And it was 450 bucks, right?
My ass.
And then here we got iPhone 14 Plus for the 60 hertz at $900.
$900.
Yeah. So, like I said, I think the issue here is this. Google will continue to send phones to people that bash the phone off a general principle. They just get it. They get a free phone. It's like, guess what? Or they get paid. It's like, we're going to slam it because they know they're going to get the phone again. John Redinger showed us the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
There will be no smoke towards the $900 iPhone 14 because they know they will not receive the phones. They will get a call in the middle of the night like, hey, motherfucker, pull this goddamn video down. That's what will happen.
Watch it. And they're going to tell you at the same time, watch your tone.
Watch your tone. Watch your tone. I don't appreciate your tone.
Your hands on your head.
So for people that didn't know, John Redinger came out and he talked about the deal with Apple, right, and influences and stuff like that. So he talked about it, so now we know why iPhones don't get murdered for having a 60 hertz display at $900.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
All right,
oh,
Scooby.
my fault. See you, Scoop.
Y'all
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
He going down to Fremont, Barry. You missed that. He getting ready to shoot it.
Oh,
Shoot it. He getting ready to shoot, do
Yeah,
his
I
thing,
got hired
make
to
his
shoot
money,
a show
get them.
tonight, so.
Hey, okay.
Hey.
Go get that paper, boy.
So that's
Yes, sir.
why. That's why you don't see, because we talked about this again. If Samsung would, and a lot of people might disagree with me, if Samsung, Motorola, or Google does this, you got pitchforks and shovels. This happened to the Pixel 6a, right? The Pixel 6a got people killed that phone because it only had a 60 hertz display at $400. But you got an iPhone at all, 900. That's before tax, by the way, right? So after you add tax, you had almost $1,000 for this phone, and it only have a 60 hertz display, and everybody called it sunshine in the sky, and that's the hypocrisy between Apple and Samsung. Okay, I mean Apple and Android, because Android cannot get away with it.
No.
I mean, you got phones that's $450 that got 120 hertz displays on it. You got Motorola just released a phone with 144 hertz display, right? And they don't get no love. But this iPhone, anything Apple, I mean, they goggling, and that's the thing, right? And we know this. So this, so when we look at
goggling, so they goggling.
How could Apple get a pass and Android don't get a pass? All you gotta do is go watch John Retchner video. That's it.
Right.
Go watch his video.
You don't know.
Yeah. Now let me ask you guys this, because I'm thinking that we're getting to a point that we're asking too much of these phones. Personally. No, honestly, I think we're at a point with these slabs now that we're expecting too much each year.
Well, I think
they don't have to put out a phone every year either.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. It's like every year we go through this whole cycle, and everybody is looking for this like amazing innovation, right? And it's like, Jesus Christ, we're at phones with almost a 1-inch camera sensor. It's like,
so
but these companies are the ones that are calling it innovation. They're the ones that are marketing it that way.
I mean, I got a phone right here. With
they're overselling and under delivering.
I didn't ask for innovation. Like there are people that there are multiple creators that have the Fold 4. They were excited about getting the Fold 4. No. I'm just gonna say this is the same type of thing. On my slabs, I'm cool with my slabs. I'm cool with what I got with my Xiaomi. Normally, what I'm asking for is like, hey man, you release that phone. We switched to 5G. That radio requires a little more battery. Give me a little bit more battery. And that's all I asked for on the Fold 4. I just wanted a little bit more battery. And there's a lot of people that got the Fold 4, said the battery, said I was tripping, that I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. And they got it. And now they're complaining about said battery.
Look at Carnizzle's, is that Carnizzle?
Let's see what he got. Carnizzle.
He don't want to pay. Okay.
Yeah. He's saying some of these phones.
Yeah, but Carnizzle, are you asking for them to innovate, or are you just asking for better battery life?
So
I think he's asking for better battery life.
But this is the thing. He said these phones are nearing $2,000. They're nearing $2,000 because you're asking for everything in the kitchen sink. You don't get that.
But they ain't giving you everything in the kitchen sink.
Not giving you everything.
Yeah, they're not giving you everything in the kitchen sink.
They took away IR blasters. They took away SD cards. They took away
the headphone jack.
Headphone jack. I mean, everything is.
Yeah, but easy.
Ports.
Hey, but let's look at it like this though. The chips in the phone now are really approaching or have already reached computer status, right?
They've already reached that already. We're way past that.
So that's the thing. How much does a processor cost for a computer?
But we talk about a mobile processor.
Yeah, but it depends on the processor. Well, let's say average is 250. The 8th Gen 1, you got to pony up 225 at the beginning of the year. Probably it's 250 per phone. And that's where Google, with them switching to Tensor, they took that price way down for them.
And Google made that smart move.
Correct.
But that's what I'm saying. everybody wants this phone to do everything. Okay, well, if you start off with the chip that they're putting in this doggone phone, you're doggone near $300 right there out the gate.
But
I don't know if everybody wants to. Like, I know what you're saying, but I think there's a lot
Barry,
of
let somebody let Samsung, Xiaomi, or anybody come out with a phone with a chip lesser than the 8. Where are we at? The 835 now?
We're 8 plus 1.
Yeah. Let it come less than that. And the first thing they're going to say, the phone can work perfectly well. Be perfectly fine. Does everything smoothly. Oh, yeah, but this chip is garbage.
What? But the thing, okay. So this is where us on the panel, Juan in the chat, that's where we all come in, right? Because there's right now in Android land, there's 8 plus Gen 1. Then you also have the Dimensity 8100, which is an inexpensive chip that is murking. It literally, pretty much every phone that has that, it's like $300 to $400, and it basically makes it feel like a flagship phone, right? Flagship phone. So we actually have everything now. I think what happens is sometimes when we get into these arguments, because like I know I'm not trying to beat up on the Fold, right?
Go ahead.
But I'm not trying to beat up on the Fold. Most people were not asking. They weren't going, "Oh, I need." When we saw the Fold 4 cameras, we're like, "These cameras are good." Now we just need battery life, right?
That's right.
I think with this current iPhone, what are we missing on it other than it took away the eSIM? The only thing we want them to innovate is to innovate a USB-C port. We want them to innovate a physical SIM slot, which they already had, right? We're not asking them to do much more on the iPhone. The iPhone is good.
Yeah, and
it is. I hate to say it, but it is good.
When we talk about, phones that cost over $1,000, when we talk about innovation and when we talk about when we spending our hard-earned money on this product, right? And I think we should get more. I think we should demand more. Now, think about this. Is Apple and Samsung and these other companies solving problems by removing headphone jacks, removing IR blasters, removing the SD cards, removing, the ability to swap out SIM cards? No, they're making it difficult. It's not
I have to agree with Eric because now we have normalized $1,000 phone.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's nothing normal about that shit. You're right.
There's nothing normal about that.
There's nothing fucking normal about it.
Truth be told, that we got devices. I reviewed devices like the Realme GT. Listen, the Realme GT 888 processor. Listen, 888 processor, 12 gigs of RAM, $400.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying? You got phones that got 8 Gen 1 processors, right? For $500 and $600.
Exactly. There's a lot of phones out there.
You can go with the 6A. You can go with the Pixel 6A,
and you got a good phone.
Chip, you got a $450 phone that can out camera and out process anything that's out
there. So when we look at phones that cost $1,000, of course we want more. Right now they're not solving the problem. What it is a money grab. Let's call it how we see it. It's a money grab. Anytime you take a charger out of the box, you gotta pay for a charger. Anytime they remove the SD card, that means if you want more storage, you have to pay for more storage.
But see, we're going back to what my argument against. We're talking about battery, charger, and stuff like that. He's talking about innovation, and we're not asking for that.
No. Well, some people are asking for that.
The normal essential. Think about it. We don't even get the fucking essentials.
Some people want innovation. So everybody wants little steps. If they're paying $1,000, they want big shit.
Gigi, they got a phone out there with a whole wraparound screen. What that phone is?
Yeah, but that's $3,000.
Mi Mix
Alpha. That's $3,000.
Yeah. But guess what? I mean, if I'm gonna pay $2,000, that's what the fuck I like. Think about that.
Oh no, I totally agree. When you get to that price point,
definitely.
Definitely.
$3,000, man. Look at my phone. I can twirl that son of a bitch around, and but no.
I need some favors beyond that for $3,000. But okay, I hear you.
But no, I'm saying is this.
But he's saying it's an all-screen phone, so it's something that's different, right?
It's something that's different. Right. Yes, you paying for it.
But I'm saying I need something else, Kimmy.
Yeah, but Eric said that's what he needs. I ain't talking about you.
No, you don't know where I'm going. I'll text you in a minute. For 3,000, you have to do a little bit more than that, baby.
Yeah, I
you know
know
what I'm
what
saying?
you're saying.
All right, so maybe when LB comes back, I want to hear like for $1,000 what he's expecting in the phone.
I mean, look, for 1,000,
like
for,
innovating.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
I'm not talking about like what comes just the phone itself.
You know the thing
Shit, for
about it is
$1,000, you ain't getting charges no more.
you're not even getting
Nope,
charges
sure
in the
ain't.
box.
Let's forget
we
that.
getting fucked, y'all.
What
they
if for
really fucking
$1,000? What do you expect to get?
I mean, it's not normal to pay $1,000 for a phone.
agree.
It's not normal to pay $1,000 for a phone, man.
Headphones.
You know,
I need a
Memory
charger.
cards,
All right, let's go back to his words. Innovating.
Right.
What do you want to see in that phone? Not what's in the box, just on that phone itself. $1,000.
Really, I'm good. I'm good right now from where I'm at. From where I stand right now, for what it can do, I'm happy.
Let's ask LaShawn
Say
what he
it,
wants to
say
see
it.
in the phone.
Oh Lord.
What do I want to see in the phone?
I like it. For $1,000, what do you want in the phone, sir?
Top of the line battery, top of the line cameras.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cameras.
Top of the line build quality. Charger in the box.
Right.
So you have just described this phone. Now you can describe something different with it?
Oh my God, LB.
Hey man,
you described this phone, LaShawn. So
that's what I want then. That's what I want then. That's
and it's $8.99 for everybody out there keeping score at home. It's $8.99.
Man, just be quiet.
Top of the line charging speed.
I really used to like you, Barry. I really
you
did.
aren't, Mims. You have got accustomed to that $1,000 price point.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, stop trying to be a contrarian, man.
Yeah,
you know it's difficult.
But so let's ask LB. LB, for $1,000, what would you consider innovation?
I mean, I'm happy with what we got right now. So
You're happy with what you got, okay?
So you're happy with what you're getting with no charge.
So basically, what we're just saying is some people want innovation. Some people just want the normal features.
I think everybody's confused by.
Man, you're not getting a phone for $4,000.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
Sure enough.
And that's the thing. Our expectations.
We talking about trade-ins. We talking about paying for a phone.
Right.
Innovation comes 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Okay. You have research and development.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've got disruption.
Mm-hmm.
You got refinement.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other? I forgot the other tier. We're in a refinement stage in a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
Okay, like for instance, Google just came out with a new chip. They came out with a new design last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get a whole lot different than what you got last year.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. It should be refined. They should be in a refinement year.
They're in a refinement year. So you might get an improvement on the camera. You're going to get a software improvement. You might get a spec bump. But that's all we should be.
You improve on the shit people complained about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we can agree there.
Yeah,
but it seems like our community will just what are they? We hype it up, we overhype things. When common sense is telling us that hey, you're only going to get so much within this parameter of this device. If you do get something way outside of scope, okay, it's going to cost you. Because guess what? That's brand new technology, and brand new technology costs. So you're not going to get it within the same window of what you got last year. So what are you going to do? Oh, but it costs more. Yeah, what do you think new technology costs? You got to pay for all that research and development that they just spent 3 to 5 years doing to get to this,
But okay, so I agree with you on that one. But let's put it in this perspective, right? Let's say with Apple for a second, right? Apple been using the same design for the last 3 generations. Mm-hmm. So obviously it's money they're making on it because the design, they probably got millions of those shells, this hand laying around. So they're using the basic same design every year, which in turn saving them in cost, right? So they're saving a lot there. They're saving a lot on the SIM card slot. They're saving a lot on a lot of different things. So the technology that they put in the device, right, the A16 chip or whatever, this, that, and the other, cost. We got that established. The software costs. Obviously, you got to pay for R&D and all that stuff like that. But I think what a lot of people is getting fed up with, and look at the EU is what they're doing right now. Look at what Brazil is doing right now. They banning Apple iPhones that's not coming with chargers and stuff like that. It's because they feel that you can't treat your customers like that. You're gonna sell it a device,
totally different.
But it goes into the same scope of you charging us $10.99 for a device, but you're not giving us, because again, even when you talk about research and development,
hold on.
I mean, a blind man,
because Bill's kind of making the point.
But a blind man can see
is
that
it really
using the same.
He's making our point. So if a charger don't cost $100 or $200, they can put the shit in the box. Then can't they?
He's right. Some Mims is every day you've been surprising me, boy. I swear to God.
No, he's saying that it's not that price. But I'm like, if it's not that much, why can't they put one in the box?
Put one in a damn box. Put one in a damn box.
That's a damn charger.
Yeah, it's funny. I have to say this year's made me have a different perspective, because it seems like every time I pick up one of my foreign devices, and I'm sure if I had the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2, I would feel the same way. I pick it up and I go, "Oh, this is physical innovation." I can take photos that I can't take on other mobiles with a couple of my phones this year. Hey, you got one, right? You got a Mi 11 Ultra. What you talking about?
Why
you act like you don't own part of the Mi Mafia.
But Xiaomi is they're in a disruptive space.
You got that one though.
Correct. They're being disruptive. But I'm just saying, like, I need to have these conversations because the conversation I'm typically.
LB. When I was screaming, "Where's the mix?"
They waited. They waited. They're like, "No, we're gonna get this right."
And they gave me what I wanted.
Yep.
So I can wait longer than a year for a phone. If you're gonna give me what I want,
give me what I want.
Then it doesn't feel like you got screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I've matured as I've gotten.
No,
older.
you're good. No, you're good. You're good. No, it's good to have these conversations. And like I said, I'm in a different space than a lot of people are.
They should, but you can't mention a charger if you're really missing, as if you're missing something. You're missing being able to charge your fucking phone, sir.
Are you serious with the new technology and how these phones are charging, sir? You can't grab one of these old these. I got 100 of these goddamn Samsung bullshit chargers that won't push one of these phones and these new phones I got. So what's the point?
They talk about
give me my new technology. Give me that GAN, nigga.
Exactly. When they talk about, okay, you could charge, 45, 65 watts. When they say you could charge,
gallium nitride, nigga,
watts or whatever.
And see, that's my point. That's my point. Remember what I say? Easy. What I say? Next year, I'm put the gloves are off for Google, Samsung, and Apple. If they come with that slow charging bullshit next year, right? I'm not asking them to innovate in the typical way that we define innovation. Put fast charging in there. That's not innovation. The stuff is out. You got GAN chargers all over the place. Put it out. Include it.
So go to Amazon. Let me ask you this, Barry. With all these phones that's charging at 67 watts and 87 watts, I think
120.
Somebody got like a 100-watt charger now.
Oh yeah,
we have 120. Yeah, I have 120 with my iQOO.
There's 200.
Motorola just dropped some phones for 125.
So here's my question: what is the battery life expectancy of these phones?
So from what I hear, like in the 60 to 80 watt, it's about 3 years. For the battery life expectancy, and that's something that I get. They call it aging overseas. So I get that question a lot on my Vivo videos, like, "Hey, what's the aging on it?" or what have you. However, for me personally, I'm a techie, so I'm upgrading all the time, right? Yeah. But 3 years is cool for me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it might not
I'm
work
not
for
gonna keep
them.
the phone that long anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So when you're dealing with Google, Samsung, and Apple, they're playing a bigger part when it comes to customer service, right? Especially in the United States.
Correct. But let's not say like if we are all true here, if we've had an Apple phone for like 2 years and we use that as our daily driver, you're gonna want a battery after 2 years. That first year you're gonna make it through, but by the end of year 2, you're gonna want to get a battery replacement.
That's why I said it pertains to Samsung, because you're gonna get rid of that damn Samsung because you can't change the battery.
So that's what my point is. So they're going to play it as safe as possible for the simple fact that they understand that, right? So
I know what you're saying.
Still being lazy.
I don't even know if they're being lazy. I think they're trying to get paid. I think
trying to get paid.
Yeah, I think that's more of a cost for them to switch, and they're just gonna, hey, they ain't complaining, so we good. Well, who we got to compete with?
Well, that's what my point is. So they're not gonna rush to do anything. And I'm not. Look,
we know this is good. I'm not getting offended. Yeah, this is good. Right. I enjoy this stuff.
So
you're the older contrarian on the panel. So. You're not Mims, so we have a lot more respect for you. But I mean, I see Mims' comment, but at the end of the day, if you're spending $1,000 on the phone, and it's not, LB, I hear you. I'm with you.
And look
at
Juan's comment. They're not being safe by encouraging wireless charging.
And wireless charging is taxed. It's harder on your phone.
That's gonna fuck your battery up faster than a quick charge.
They just know it's more expensive than to switch it over to fast charge.
So we're right at the top of the hour, and we gonna finish this conversation. But I do want to
we
phone
get
lines.
Phone lines,
because I'm sure with the 100 and almost 40 people in here that they want to sound off on what we're talking about. But so the phone line is wide open. Give your thoughts. Call in and let's see what's up. You know, give us your thoughts about it.
I'm sorry.
My God, the elder contrarian.
Yeah, he is the elder contrarian. Thank you, sir. What did I say? Elder.
Look, complicated contrarians.
I mean, I think when we looking at how devices in 20, listen, we about to hit, the second, but we already in the second part of 2022. We still got, Apple come out with theirs, and obviously we got the Google coming out with the Pixel 7s and stuff like that. Going towards the end of the year, you're gonna have some odds and ends and the devices come out, but everybody gonna be getting ready for 2023, which Samsung is gonna be the first, person to come out with theirs and stuff like that. At least they're gonna want $1,100, $1,200 for the next device, right? I mean, that's the norm. But again, I think these companies is all focused on cameras. I think the S23 Ultra, they're all going with 200 megapixel cameras and this, that, and other.
Well, I think Samsung has to do that. They, in my opinion, even though it's not big over here, and that you'll see like the one thing I'll tell you, like people might have missed it, but when I was talking about the Apple, Juan had put in a couple of chats. He's like, well, Barry's not going to leave a 12S Ultra for camera, for over an Apple for camera. That's not going to happen, right? So I think they have to respond. They have to change the camera. The thing that I would hope with Samsung is only change the camera and get better battery life across the board. That's all I want from them. And I think they're good. I was
gonna say, Dexter, people talk about cameras and battery life, because battery life, if your battery life is shit,
here we go. Yo, you're live.
Hi, thanks for sharing this information on battery life. I didn't know that if you had a wireless charger, it would be more harder on the phone itself. But I had a revelation, which was a dream showing me that my battery in my main primary driver was acting like a sandwich because I always kept it plugged in beside my bed. I'm injured. I don't really go anywhere. And I have 3 of these phones, which are S20 FEs. And I think the thing to do is to not leave it plugged in and turn it off when you want to recharge it. Am I right? Do you concur?
Well, I think they have software that once your battery get topped off at 100%, software is supposed to stop charging of the device. So they have software that stops the charging so it won't overcharge and it won't degrade your battery. So that's the new software that's in these phones that's supposed to prevent that. But I would advise people don't have it charge all night and just don't keep it on the charger and stuff like that, especially when you're using third-party chargers. Not every charger is good, and this is the problem that I have not giving us a proper charger in the box. You go on Amazon, you get a shitty charger, and when you F your phone up, what did they tell you? Oh, well, the charger you messed your phone up with the charger that was in that you didn't the improper charging, stuff like that. And I think that's where the problem come in at, because on Amazon you can buy. You see a 100-watt charger for $10. You get it and it mess your phone up, and you call Apple and say, "Hey, listen, my phone messed up." And say, "Well, you use an improper charger." But if you put the freaking charger in a box, maybe I wouldn't go buy a charger. And that's the thing.
I was looking at buying the original Samsung 15-watt stand-up charger, and what they say to go by its rule of thumb is 80% charging to the maximum. So that's a fraction.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I'm glad that you watch us. I'm glad that you're here with us, and we go talk about it. We go continue to talk about it here. And I really do appreciate you calling. The phone is ringing off the hook, so I'm gonna go to the next person.
I'm going to replace the battery. I'm going to put it on the stove and have some cardboard.
Oh, don't do that. You do that, you can burn your house down. Don't do that.
Don't do that, player.
Well, listen, I'm gonna let you go because you might have to call 911 if you do that.
Don't do that, player.
I know he was joking. I know he was joking. Yeah, he said he gonna put it on the stove with some cardboard and he gonna recharge his battery.
Hey, what's worse, that or Savage putting it in the microwave to recharge?
Oh yeah. So I see the phone been ringing, guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all guys to try to keep it short and sweet, and so we'll go from there. I got 5 missed calls already. All right, so call back.
Call back, everybody. Call back, everybody.
Call back. I know it's gonna be a hot topic.
All 5 of them gonna call back at the same time.
Hot topic.
Everybody go call at the same time.
I like it.
You like that?
I like it.
Hot pocket.
Oh, Cameron, it's possible. So there's some certain phones that will allow you to charge up to 80 or set the percentage, or they'll like it on Google's phone. If you put it in bedtime mode, it's going to charge quickly up to 80, and then it's going to sip all the way until your allotted time to get to 100%.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what LG did. I've been using the LG V60 for 2 years now, and I'm telling you, I don't have battery degradation. I don't know what they did. They use magic on this phone, and this phone has been so great for me. And that's crazy for a 2-year phone. I would think that it would start having some battery issues, but everybody that I talk to.
No, I was about to say I don't expect my batteries to last. I break every rule, every single rule, every single rule.
Michael, I do the 80% thing.
My phone, I get in the car, I plug it up to the charger. I got a wireless charger, and sometimes I plug it up and wireless charge it at the same time.
Oh my!
Yeah. You
what the fuck? What?
Look, wait a minute. Say that again. What did you just say?
He's got the wireless charger in the car, and he plugs in with the fucking.
Look, listen. She bought me the wireless charger, right? And it
ain't fast enough, is it? It ain't
fast enough. The wireless charger, it charges so slow.
Yeah.
That I plug.
So you need to get a Red Magic 7 Pro. I think you can do dual charge with that.
Barry. He is putting his shit on super drive today. He just killed his fucking
God, what are you doing, man?
The wireless chargers.
I would love for him to when
I tell y'all all the time. I don't care about battery life because I'm always plugging up. I literally don't care about battery life.
So you can go with a Fold 4 then, brother. Why not? Or Fold 3 shit.
I don't like
it work for you.
Look, I don't like the fold device.
Remember they had a Fold 3 and they couldn't find it.
It was up under the seat.
Oh, that's right.
They couldn't find it, so they're not a candidate for the Fold series.
Look, the fold is sitting next to my bed right now. I took a picture. I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I took a picture of it. This is where this phone resides most of the time.
Yeah,
so do you even use it, LB?
Bedside, bed.
You use it at all?
The phone?
It was for his wife.
I bought it for my wife. My wife only uses it to watch like a TV show here and there.
Yeah.
My daughter uses it when she comes home so she can call my wife. That phone is just like a spare phone.
Yeah.
Damn,
around the house.
It's the house phone.
That's a house phone.
Yeah.
All right,
pretty
bro.
much.
There you go.
Okay. I'm with you.
So the phone lines is wide open if you want to call in and voice your opinion about it. It's like when one person called, everybody was calling at the same time. So the phone line is wide open if you want to call in and voice your opinion about this debate that we having right now between Apple, iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus. Why Apple don't get the business when it comes down to 60 hertz. Let's have that discussion, right? Call in and give us your thoughts about why nobody's hammering Apple about the iPhone 14 Plus at over $900.
But why do we do that? Why did we do that? These people are not going to hammer Apple. They're not. They're not going to hammer because it's not like they got 50 million options to go for. You either going to buy it or you're not. That's the Apple way.
Also, they. We're talking about who are you talking about slamming? You're talking about normal public or are you talking about YouTubers?
No. I'm just talking about it in general. I mean, not slamming them.
They can't slam.
Right. They can't slam them. I'm just saying
that. Chance with Apple, then.
Man, they ain't.
I just
you better watch your
my
tone.
money. You gonna mess with my money?
You better watch your tone.
And the thing about it is, one of the reasons why one of the biggest reasons why you want to have some of the reviewers want to be in the good grace of Apple. It's come on now. It's if you got the dropping the iPhone video. Oh, first
in your first? Oh my god!
Oh man, that's money in the bank, man. That's money. So that's
hey,
why.
But speaking of money in the bank, I keep forgetting to mention this to you guys. So you guys know I'm streaming from a Mac right now, right? Mm-hmm. So shout out to the people at Giztop because I can go to any website, but over the last 3 weeks, when I go to Giztop, I got 5 minutes. As I start doing, the site gets slower and slower, and then finally it says the site has crashed. They're like, you spent too much money with us so far, sir.
Wow.
You need to hold off for about a few months.
Are you serious right now?
Yes,
right?
I'm dead serious.
Looks good, man.
Yeah,
look at that. You say you're on a Mac?
No, oh yeah, I'm on a Mac. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh no. I'm streaming from a Mac. No, I got.
All right. I'm about to say. I know. I'm about to say. I was about to say, what did Apple did to that camera with that depth of field and all that? I'm about to say.
Nah, that ain't the Apple can't figure the cameras out. Now.
All right, yeah. Apple cameras ain't that great.
That's the reason why they're like, hey, hook up your phone. We got a seamless way to hook up your phone to your Mac now.
Right. Yep. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, man. I think Apple is doing the Apple thing to please their fans and their community. That's it, man. Listen, the next year, the iPhone 15, it ain't going to be no better. It's going to be the same old thing. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got a call.
Got another call. All right. Look at that ringtone, Lord. Yo, you're live. Who is this?
Hi, this is the same guy. I wanted to say about the 60 hertz thing. As long as you send me a free complimentary iPhone 14 Pro Max, I can look past that.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, that ain't gonna happen, bro.
All right, no problem.
Nobody on the panel has one for you, sir.
No one has one to give you, sir.
Be looking for
I
it.
know you're not going to give me one.
Look for it in the mail, sir. Just be looking for it.
I think he's saying that as far as the bigger reviewers.
Oh yeah. Oh, but yeah. I mean, look. The thing about it is with the bigger content creators, it's money time. I mean, when you drop the iPhone right before everybody get it, you're unboxing all 4 or 5 of the iPhones. I mean, you got this. This money time. It's all good. That's why you have to be in the good grace of Apple, right? Because I mean, Apple brings in the views. Everybody knows that. Everybody know when you drop that iPhone video, go bring in the views because everybody want to see. Everybody want the views. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you got your views, and rather than saying this to you, I should be saying it to Apple because it's a buyer's market.
That's right.
Yeah, good luck with that, homie. You know they don't care, right? They got 5 billion more people to buy these phones. They don't. One person means nothing to them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but this is why we're venting our complaints.
Yeah,
and saying
that's
how
why we
wanna
vented our
compare to
complaints.
something
Right.
better.
That's right. This is why we got this platform so we can vent our complaints and see. One day, very soon, somebody would look at this from those big companies and say, "Oh, that guy on Wednesdays, they really talking about the complaints, and maybe we can fix this." I don't know. I'm just too small of a content creator to make a
I don't
dent
even
in
think
it
it's
right
that Barry could be any.
They don't give a fuck.
Easy. They don't give a flying fuck.
now. All right. Thanks for calling. You go. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, once I ain't gonna say real, but once you start seeing other content creators get the device, then you're gonna start seeing, different things. That's all. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, I don't know. We go through this every year, by the way. By the chance y'all didn't know, we've been doing this live stream for years, and every year we talk about the same shit. Don't y'all know that we talk about the same stuff year after year after year?
Year after
but
year.
we have to keep talking about it. We just can't brush it off. I mean, that's the whole thing. Apple and them want you to brush it off. They want you to stop talking about it. They want you to stop, because if you stop talking about it, then it cements them, right? Say they okay, what we doing is right. If nobody don't be critical about what they doing to the consumer, then they won't get it right. Let's go.
Telephone.
Yo, you're live. Hello?
Yes, I'm calling from India. This is Apu.
Oh my God.
This is Yapu.
This ain't Apple.
This
ain't Apple, Eric.
Oh, it sound like he said Yapu.
No, it's probably Apu.
This is Apu calling from Norway. This is Aidan.
Hello?
Aidan from This is Ivan from Norway.
Yeah, from Norway.
Hey,
what's up, Ivan?
Hey,
Ivan.
What's up? What's going on? So, Ivan, let me ask you a question. What time is it? What time is it in your country?
Almost 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4:22 a.m.
4:22 a.m.
Wow.
Man, listen,
Wow.
I really appreciate you listening, man. 4:22 a.m. in the morning, man. That makes me feel good when people stay up late in different countries and watch the stream live. But that does.
It's worth it. It's always funny and entertaining, and yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, thank you very much. So your thoughts about the Apple iPhone? What's your thoughts?
The prices.
In your country, it's probably more than what we get.
Yeah, it's insane here in Norway. But in Europe, overall, it's way more expensive than in Spain.
Yeah, I feel bad. That's why a lot of people always try to buy iPhones in the United States to import them in different countries because it's much cheaper to buy them here. But now with Apple pulling the faster with the eSIM, it's making it a lot difficult. It's very difficult.
The price for the iPhone, the top notch, it's the same as buying a Galaxy Fold.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Here in Norway.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like $300 extra, or
Crazy.
200, 300. Yeah.
Well, that's so when you paying almost Galaxy Fold prices for an iPhone, your expectations is a little different.
It's a little different.
Version with 1 terabyte, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the same price as a Fold.
Wow.
It's
So when you pay upper tiers of that type of money, your expectations of what Apple and Samsung and these other companies that's doing, but you expect more, right? You expect more from a company when you pay $300 and $400 extra compared to the United States in your country. You know, I mean, I know you expect more. That's why when you see the Xiaomi's and the Realme's and these other phones, man, they're not. You could get a great phone at a fraction of the price.
I read an article today. It's a big tech thing, company in Norway. They were really trashing Apple for this. They were talking so shit real loud about Apple because of this. They started this trend. We're paying, we're paying so much. Both Apple and Samsung and Google don't sell anything here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Google don't sell anything out there. That's very unfortunate. I'm sorry that Google don't expand to other countries. That's bad.
Yeah, they would sell a lot here for what you get from Pixel phone.
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna
pay for you get a lot more than both Samsung and not at least Apple. Apple are giving out the 14 and 14, the big one with the last year's chip, and taking this kind of money for it.
Okay. Well, you know. All right.
I'm getting pissed. You see.
I hear you getting pissed. I'd be pissed too. You know, it's one of those days. And you know what? We're gonna discuss this a little bit. But listen, I really appreciate you calling in, and thank you very much for watching us at the weave hours in the morning in your country. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ, Ivan, we appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. So,
Jesus.
What he's saying is the way I feel about how in the United States we really got it easy, people. Right? I mean, we talk about a lot of different things. Listen. We get things on payment plans here.
I don't.
We get payment plans.
I have a prepaid phone plan. I don't have payment plans.
I know, but most people in the United States have an option to get.
I agree. Easy. I get things easier too.
You know, it's easy.
You can get them easy, but you know, financially,
it's cheaper here, right?
Because my phone bill is under $100 for like 5-6 lines.
Yeah.
And I just import my phones from GitStop. I'm good, man. It's easy as hell for me.
Yeah, but you're not renting phones though. You're not renting phones, Barry.
Right.
You're not renting phones.
Every now and then, Randy Moss, he can be right. Straight cash, homie. That's how you roll.
Straight cash, homie.
The man that runs this whole shit. This man that ran this whole channel taught me that. Don't get no finance plan.
He said, don't do
Save your money.
That's one of the first things you told me when I came to your
If you buy one of these iPhone 14 Pro Maxes, it's like $55-$60 a month on top of your regular bill.
Yeah,
so I don't think that we got it that easy, sir.
Now, at the same time, I tell people to take advantage. If you know you're not leaving T-Mobile,
right,
go ahead and take advantage of the deal. Right,
take advantage of this 0% interest. Absolutely.
Correct. Yeah.
But I don't think they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it ain't really a deal, but
we talk about this, right?
Right.
But
you still paying for the most.
Don't we talk about this? We say that you're going to buy this say iPhone. This
iPhone you know 15. You're an iPhone person. You should be saving up for it.
Right. iPhone 15 come out in 12 months.
Barry, you don't have to save up for it. You just pay an extra $6 to jump on the next program. So
that's true.
You're actually
you can rent a phone.
Come on now.
But again, we talk about United States, and people don't have the same luxuries that we have here.
I don't call that a luxury. I call it getting fucked. But you know that if you want to call it a luxury,
but think about it.
We got one of the highest debts. We got debt all over.
But the last caller said that iPhone go cost them the same price as a Galaxy Fold. And so even you think I'm honest, but still, even when even if you buy Samsung devices, it's still twice the price overseas.
Yeah, but I'm I know that was a flippant remark. It was a funny remark, but Sean is dead on the money. Don't buy an iPhone and Samsung. I would tell him that. Like, you can ask Bradley in the chat.
I know.
Based on his country, there are certain phones I tell him to buy. Right.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
What
you
you're not
might
gonna
not be able
do
to. You
is
might not be able to
tell
play with the Apple and the Samsung game. Get the
But
stuff
I
that works for
still
you.
tell people who want the phones domestically here, get your ass on Swapper
Yeah.
a month after release. You
Oh, yeah,
saving half the
dirty
You
price.
saving half the price.
But you got to wait. You got to hold your horses. That's it. Right?
Hold your horses.
Hold your horses.
You don't
And
have to have it release day.
when we talk about saving your money, right? We just say, for instance, we know 12 months from now, the iPhone 15
Absolutely.
is coming out. 12 months. So that means if you save maybe $60 a month, right? $60 a month times 12 go get you halfway. It's go get you there. Right, that means you paid out. Your bill don't increase. You got a phone that's paid off. You know, so if you look at it in that term, that means that you're only saving, you know, Burger King money at once a week in order for you to pay out a complete payout of a device. Now, if you could get it on the deal, if you get a few $100 off, if you can't, you know, if you don't want to pay MSRP, if you want to trade in, but you can get it. But you have to financially set yourself up for success, right?
Look, you have to be fiscally prudent if you want to play in this game, and it's okay. You just have to figure it out. Don't go out there and get fucked by these people because they'll
kill yourself.
I know.
I mean, you got
yourself for this.
So there's several different ways to look at it, though. I buy phones. I'll buy if I can get a phone at a good price. I bought Kimmy's phone. I bought Jay Will's phone. I think I bought a phone from Tech King Mike. I'll buy a phone, but then I'll put a phone on a plan in a heartbeat. But I play the debt game. You know, the debt game is a game that I play as a business person. So
again, you're a business guy. You're supposed to do it that way. You can write it off.
But Joseph, we just
if they can't afford the phone, they don't need to get the phone.
But see, Joseph, this is what we're talking about. If you know that the iPhone 15 is coming out in 12 months from now, think about this. This is what we're talking about. If you save Burger King money every month that you go out and floss in McDonald's and maybe go out to eat and all that, 60, 70, 80 bucks is like Starbucks, right?
Dunkin' Donuts.
You can buy out a phone in 12 months. You have to be financially responsible. Right?
Fiscally responsible,
you already know that you're going to buy the next iPhone. You know that it's going to cost $1,300. You know this already. So you look at, okay, I'm going to put $60 aside every month. That's 30 days, 28 days, right? You get paid 2 times, 3 times a month or whatever, however your pay cycle goes. You take out $20 or $30 every paycheck and save that money, and you save it for 12 months straight. There you go. You save $25 to $30 per paycheck for 12 months. You could buy the phone out with no problem. The problem is when people got extra money in their hand, people don't.
They don't know how to save it.
They don't know how to save it. Discipline. It's all about discipline.
But if you got even more discipline than that, you wait 1 month and get it for less.
Devil's advocate. What's the difference in that and them buying the phone interest free, doing the same thing?
Well, because they don't have a big bill.
On top of their monthly bill.
Because it's tax on top of your bill.
It's tax on. And listen, I know people that hit me up and say they got $300 and $400 phone bills right now.
It's ridiculous.
I know $300 and $400 phone bills just paying $400 a month.
$400 a month on a phone bill.
Hey, $800. $800 a month.
Card note. Nice card note.
And the reason why is because every time you hear buy one, get one, what do? They buy, but they got to add a line. That line costs you $40 extra to add a line.
That's right.
Listen, that's gimmicks, people. Every time you add a line, your bill going up by $45. Every time you add a line, you still got to pay for service on that line, but now you stuck because you got to pay bill. It's bill credits. That means you can't cancel that line for 3 years.
That means I start thinking like other people. That's a car payment or something.
That's
you paying
car payment.
That's a lot of money. So what you have to do is you have to be ahead of the game. You know, if you're a tech enthusiast and you're on a tight budget, listen, I know people can't just shell out $1,300. I mean, listen, a lot of people, when I tell my Oracle I'm buying a phone for $1,800, listen, man, that's a long conversation. Right?
It can't be that long. You got 200 phones, nigga. Don't do that.
No.
But I ain't that long of a conversation.
Look, sometimes he be sliding them through. He don't let
Yeah, I know.
them.
I know. Don't do that.
I'm just saying that, for the normal
See,
folk out
our
there.
dog said Gears Top, he got $400 off a phone. Gears Top
Look
Swapper,
at that.
these websites are
See?
your friend.
Yeah. And I mean, you know
Come on
what?
now.
If you look at again, you can have the latest and greatest. All you have to do is
you can get a Z Flip 4 right now with $650, brand new in the box.
there you go. And it can be done, but I think what happens a lot is that crap.
La
Okay, here we
telephona.
go.
You kill me with that name.
Yo, you're live.
You like that?
Hello. You live. Hello.
He don't want to talk to you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
They said I'm live. Give me a second.
Give me a second. Hey, man.
They're just trying to get the right
somebody
world,
Oh my God.
Let's see. Easy. Got it made. I mean, listen, if you think I got it made, I promise you, bro. I work hard day in and day out, bro. I promise you.
Yes, Roderick, right now.
I
can share my screen. I just looked it up.
I'm the last one that go to sleep at night in my household, and I'm the first one get up in the morning in my household. 7 days a week. I run 3 businesses. Trust me. I roll, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have it easy. Uh-oh. There we go. Swapper. Yo, you live.
$650, brand new in the box.
Yo, you live.
Freaking $650.
Hello.
Francisco's got the mint blue 256.
Hello, you live.
We can hear the dog in the background. I can't hear the person talking.
I think what it is people looking at the stream. It's a 10-second delay. So I think what they're doing is this
he
person
offering express shipping too.
They watch the stream.
And he got cases.
He got 2 cases.
Got cases.
There you go.
Hey, he ain't fucking around.
He ain't fucking around.
That's why I tell you, y'all be bullshitting. You ain't got to get this shit from Samsung. You ain't got to trade nothing in. That's not even a trade in. That's straight cash.
I say this a lot, right?
Don't
buy your phone.
I can't give $650
when they first come out. Wait, I promise you go get your deals. A lot of people say, "Well, I got to get it from Samsung. They go give me this off, this off." Listen, I promise you, on Swapper and on third party, you go get the prices go drop. You ain't got to worry about that. You can always get a good deal. Look at that. That's good deals. $600 for a full. A flip 4. I mean,
and what do you mean peer to peer? They use PayPal, sir.
Yeah, peer. Yeah, big house production. I'm the same way.
Let's see what the fold was.
Yeah, let's see if it's gotten cheaper than $13.25.
Oops, I can't spell. You said it's cheaper than
Let's see if it got cheaper than $13.25.
Oh, it's 12. I don't know if that's a new one.
$1,200.
$1,200. Go on live, baby.
New in the box.
New in the box. $1,200.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'll offer him $800. Will you take it?
No.
Nah, he gonna take it. I mean,
that's $256. That ain't bad though.
That ain't bad.
12.
They got the 512 right there for $13.19. That's about $20 more.
And this is only one color.
Get the 512.
Yeah, you get the 512
only come in one color.
No, nigga, it comes in different colors.
They got that's a gray and a black
one,
and
right?
a beige.
I thought that was that comes in different colors.
Yeah,
no, man, you can get the green. I got the green joints, huh?
Oh yeah.
There's a beige too. Oh, but if you can search by whatever color you want, right?
But you know what's so funny? Wait another month. They go drop by $100.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, wait another month. And I think what a lot of people be so anxious that they want it now. I want it now. And that's how they get galfed by the Gooby Goblin.
I bought it and I want it now.
Oh crap! What I do?
You keep it like that. You keep it.
I'm trying to get y'all at the bottom. How you get it?
The bottom. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it covers everything though. Oh, because I got the phone number up here. Let's see. Hey, look at that. All right.
Hey, you want the Xiaomi?
Oh yeah, let's see what the Xiaomi 12S Ultra looks like. Or the Fold, whatever.
Tim K. Chris said they got one for 10.05.
10.05.
It's probably not new. I was trying to look at new.
Yes.
1678.
Okay, so that covers
$1,000.
everything.
Okay.
Let's go back
So you
to
get a little import
crap.
cost.
Hold up. How I get back? There we go. Yeah, now that sees the whole thing. All right.
What you want, the 12 Ultra?
It's right there.
12S Ultra.
Mi Max
12S Ultra.
right next to it.
Yep.
It's $1,000. It's still a little
$1,000.
more.
10.04. Out the door.
10.04. There it is. 10.04 out the door.
Oh, they only got one?
But I got one.
They only got one.
They got one. They got one. With 256. Shout at Louisiana. Damn, that's in my town.
You can go meet him.
There you go.
Got another YouTuber right there. Got another YouTuber right there.
Cases?
Right there.
Oh, he's got picks. He's got picks, Kimmy. You see that? He's got 7 picks.
I was clicking the pics. I'm sure.
Oh, it's not coming up. Oh, okay.
Ain't showing up. Okay. Ain't bad.
Ain't showing up.
There you go, easy.
Oh, it's no difference.
It don't want it don't want to show you the pics.
Well, it might not be showing on y'all. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Sold my car to buy
my
iPhone
God.
to call Uber for a ride to work. If a new car.
Butchered that sentence so badly, Eric.
Listen, sold the car to buy the iPhone to call Uber for a ride to work for a new car to sell it to buy the next iPhone. Gotcha.
So you sold your car. So your car only costs $1,200. Well, you got a hoopty right there, man.
Wow.
I don't think he sold the car to buy. He said he sold the car. He sold the car to buy the iPhone to call Uber.
Call Uber for a ride to work
for a new car to sell it to buy the next iPhone.
Buy the next iPhone.
Okay, yeah, I'm confused.
Okay. So he buy,
Eric know he want that joint. It'll be at your house tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, look, don't get me wrong, man. I think. Here we go. We got. I just seen some pictures pop up. Let's see. Oh, he got buku cases with it too, man.
Oh, he got a lot of cases.
That's some cheap Chinese cases.
Where's upside down? Is that upside down?
Yeah, it's upside down. I don't know why.
Don't know how to upload photos, sir.
You gotta turn it sideways, sir.
Yeah, you gotta turn it sideways.
Ain't no
Yeah,
damage to the
he
phone,
used
no.
them.
It look clean.
It look clean.
Yeah, it's
I tell you what. Look at that
damn
macro
sure.
lens. You go to that picture. Look at that macro lens that's showing on
Yes,
that
it's
Xiaomi
big,
phone.
ain't
I wonder what phone they was using to take
Right
that
here,
photo.
bruh.
Go back to that other photo with that macro lens, that close-up shot. They had another close-up shot. Not that one. The next right there.
This one?
No, there was another one right after that. After that, damn, I saw what was that? Must be next.
That one?
Right here,
Look
right
at
here.
that one. Look at that macro lens.
Carmen.
Ooh, sweet. That's a close-up.
Harmon,
Look
Harmon,
at that.
Cardone.
See, I always talk about it's
Harmon.
not the phone, it's the person that takes the great shot. Think about look at that shot right there. I mean, look at I don't know we shot it with the iPhone or maybe another phone or whatever. Obviously,
You get that phone, you're gonna love that camera system. Trust me on that one.
But look how sharp that is right there with that macro lens. Whatever it is a macro lens that give you a good shot.
Get that Xiaomi and holler at me.
Holla at me.
Holla at him. Yes, right.
Free 50-watt wireless charger with it in 4K.
50 watt and 4 cases.
350.
He only used it 3 days, Eric.
Yeah, looks good. I'm at the inquire about that.
Of course you are.
If I don't buy this iPhone,
You gonna buy the iPhone?
Hey, people
I'm gonna
trying to
tell you
hey,
that,
900.
Oh yeah, they chalking them down already, huh? Does it work? Does Google work correctly on it?
Yes.
Google pre-install. This is a China-only version.
You ain't getting over on me, bitch.
China.
He bought the Fold 4, Eric.
Who?
The seller. If you read, down at the bottom.
Okay. You bought the full. Bought the full 4. There it is.
So that's what he took the pictures with.
Oh,
if it's a Chinese version, I would just buy it from GitStop.
Yeah, I would too. I wouldn't buy it from him. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
That right there is hustling backwards, sir. Just go ahead and buy it from GitStop.
Yeah, especially for $1,000. GitStop go get you good, brand new.
Brand new. Ain't nobody putting it. Ain't got to worry about nobody.
How much GitStop got it?
Click on $9.99.
Oh,
why would I buy it from him? Why? Why?
Look at that price. Yeah, he bulked it up.
Son.
He marked it up.
He might have paid more. He might have paid when it first dropped.
Paid more.
Yeah, he probably
not my problem. Then what you do is you send them the link to GitStop and be like, you might want to adjust your price, bro.
Yeah, he got to go down to about.
If you get it from GitStop, it comes with it installed.
Yeah,
you
don't have to go through all that bullshit.
Anything that's used, you got to drop at least $150 off.
Okay. If you buy from GitStop, they install Google Play.
They already installed.
Since you can't go search for an APK because that's all it takes.
We talk about Sepdog though. You know, he's a little.
Sepdog knows how to do all that.
He know how to too.
No, he don't.
Yeah, you do know how to make it roll.
No, he don't. He just got off the yellow bus. Come on now.
Oh wow. Damn.
I mean, school buses are yellow.
He was on the sweet pickle bus, huh?
Oh, y'all better cut this shit.
You don't remember that sweet pickle? You don't remember that? When we were kids,
sweet pickle.
Look it
There
up
you
on
go,
YouTube.
Eric. We ready, Eric.
Oh, look at that. Ooh, look how sweet that is. I want that razor too. I might buy that razor. I might buy that razor. That razor looks so good.
Stop it.
God, that razor look good.
That was ice.
Don't say nothing if you see it pop up on my channel. I'm telling you that. Right? I've been looking at that razor. I'm telling you.
Oh, can you go to real quick? Can you go to phones?
Hold on.
Photos and what?
He'll go out and spend $1,000 on the razor, the not $1,000 on the Mi 11 Ultra.
But that razor looks so good though, man.
I quit. I see y'all.
The Mi 11 Ultra.
I mean,
He said I quit. He said I quit.
Hold on. I mean, but look
So
at
go-
that, man. Look at that razor though, man.
Can you go to phones
Look at that razor, bro.
and then go to Lenovo?
That razor ain't a third of that other phone.
You're right, LB. I know what you're getting ready to say. You're right, LB.
Click on that Motorola
1000% correct.
X30
X30. Oh,
Pro.
Look at that price.
One of the best phones you can buy. Period. Everybody.
But this is the point
Period.
that we try to make, right? Well, I pay $1,000 for a phone, but this one got the 8+ Gen 1 processor, right? It got 12 gigs of RAM. We can get 12 gigs of RAM. In
It
this
has
thing,
that new
man.
200 megapixel
right.
camera, and
For
the camera
$629.
competes very nicely with every
You
phone
know
out there.
why? Because Mim said the iPhone is worth it.
Look at that.
That's what he said.
This is why we talking about. This thing got 144 hertz refresh rate on it.
He
It got
said
all
he
the
ain't
bells
important
and whistles, and it for
125 watt charge.
$629.
And guess what?
You gonna
$629
You'll get the
ready
charger in the
for,
box.
and you get the charge and ready for.
That's right. And you know what? This phone gonna give you good bang for
Mills
your
is
buck.
talking shit to Eric though.
What he talk?
He said you ain't important shit. Go up,
I
go
agree,
up.
Septium.
Well, let me see what this is.
He
I don't
just
fuck
gave
with
me a
Sep.
headache.
I stay away from
Hey,
Barry.
now you know where I'm at. I just accept
You know
it.
what's so funny? Mills talk a
Hefe.
lot of shit, but he don't come on the
Slang.
stream.
All you
He
motherfuckers.
talk
man.
a lot.
Always
Damn
talking
it, I ain't fucking with
He
none of
took
y'all.
all that shit, but he refused to hit that button to come on this stream. You know,
He said it ain't an iPhone, Eric.
he said iPhone. He
They
always
dropped that
talking
down. Is that
all
Chinese? Is that the Chinese variant?
Oh, that's a Chinese version. But guess
Yeah.
what? They've got they actually have the pictures. They have the landing page. You can't buy it yet, but it's actually on the Motorola site. Hey.
Fuck you, Barry. I say that all respect. Fuck you, Barry.
But this
Wow,
goes to show
you get the
you
same.
that you can buy a phone with an 8+ Gen processor for under $700.
Son of a bitch.
Hey Juan, when I finish with it, I'll send it to you, and then you can send it to someone in the crew.
No, don't send nothing to me. Don't send me shit.
Oh wow.
The community phone? Is that what it is?
I'll
Community
text
phone,
you tomorrow,
yeah.
Sean.
Hey.
Leave me alone, Kimmy.
Motorola got good.
Hey, that's right. Savage. They probably got some good guts.
They got some good guts.
What?
I have no guts.
Yeah, Brett. I'm trying to hold
damn
off.
phone.
I'm trying to hold off for the international version.
It's funny.
But the phone is so
I can text
good.
and call Barry, and he don't have a problem with me. But that damn Sean.
Gee, it's a great phone.
Don't text me, Kimmy.
Don't text me anymore.
Oh man.
So he ain't hear none of that shit.
I can just
I
see
heard what the fuck
easy.
you said.
I can see
I got my
easy with this.
headphones on.
This is
I heard every
$620,
fucking
and the
word you said.
S22 Ultra is $1,200.
That's right.
I'm getting
This has
abused
Dex.
here.
This has Ready 4.
That's
You
right.
pay
I like that.
$600. Go ahead.
I'm still rocking this motherfucker here.
Oh yeah, that's a great phone. That's a great.
Wait,
and
what's
like I said, I would have picked that. You know me. I would have picked that up.
Oh,
It's just when I saw this release,
it's a
that's
daily
it
driver,
stopped
man.
me. It stopped me.
What
You
is
have to think long and
the-
hard
the
before you give
phone?
me your phone number.
The Edge.
He rubbing it.
Motorola Edge
What are you
Plus
doing?
2022.
Why
He
you
rubbing it
stroking
like
your
it's about
phone
to
like that,
explode.
sir?
What are you doing, sir?
What are you
He
doing, man?
rubbing
You about
it.
to bust?
He about to bust.
No, it got ridges. It got ridges
Yeah.
on
So the
the
ridges
case. So
is
I'm
ribbed
rubbing.
for your
Ribbed for
comfort?
my pleasure.
So,
Okay.
Barry, so you're telling me
Ribbed for
that
your
it's already on the
stroking
splash
pleasure.
page for in America now?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Real quick. I'll put it in the
don't.
private chat. I'll put it in the
I
private chat.
can't
No,
stand
it's
y'all,
okay.
man.
Go ahead and send it, Barry.
It's in the private private chat
I got
right
it.
here in StreamYard right here.
There you go.
Jesus
Right there.
Christ.
Formula.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
No, but yours is good, man, because you have to meet
I
11
don't
Ultra,
care, Barry.
right?
That means nothing to me. When you have an illness, are you? Oh,
That ain't worse
you
than what Kimmy
He
did.
has an illness. He got them bad
Oh.
goods.
All right, so something
what's
said I repair
Hey,
phones.
blame
Eric-
this one. I got to blame for Juan because Juan did the dirty work. He really investigated that Motorola. He got everybody excited. He put it on the radar. You know, so it's like, wait a second, Motorola's back with that first entry, and then they're like, not only are we back, we're going to bring a great camera system with you. Not that it was bad. It was just we're competing with like the top camera systems with this phone.
Okay, so I guess the question is, what do you think it's going to cost here?
That's the question. Like, so remember they set the precedent.
Martha.
I think it was $899 for the phone that you have.
I was gonna say it's probably
So-
200 more.
So I think it's probably going to do like it's going to come out high, and then they'll have like $200 off. So we have to kind of monitor like what the trade-ins are, what kind of deals they have.
right.
That's why I said I don't.
I got
mind
something. I got
copying
something. I
that-
think I might be able to
that
trade in.
razor.
I know that's what I'm saying. I might have a trade-in too. So
Let's
I
show
have a trade
something
in. I have
some
a
love.
Motorola trade. I'm not going to trade in the one I got.
Let's
I might
show
build
Seppian
up
some
what they want to give
love.
me.
Let's show him some love. With
Bring
some
out the gold medalist.
10
Oh,
hunt.
sorry.
We gotta do 10.
Gold medals. The cold
There it
medals.
is. For something. Here you go. Thank you for the
Motorola.
$2. Got that Motorola. All right, so we almost at the top of the hour. Let's talk about who's streaming for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, who's doing a thing tomorrow?
So
we have
Ike. All right, so we have
Ike,
Mike.
Ike.
Michael Pepper is going to be
Michael
going on
Pepper,
first,
okay.
right? Because he's got Jacqueline.
You got
on.
Jacqueline,
He's
that's
interviewing
right.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Nothing but tech.
Jacqueline.
That's
She's
what
a
I
young
thought
girl.
you talking about.
Yeah,
Like
mhm.
what?
Remember Taylor
I
from
thought
TA
it
Tech?
was,
They talk all the time, so I'm sure that's how it got set up.
Okay.
So she'll be on tomorrow. Then Ike, Easy has a premiere after Ike, and then we're going to TK Bay and Juan
Yeah.
to finish the night.
And then Friday.
We have Miji
All
at 8.
right. Yes.
Then we have this person that's right here.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
then
the
we're seeing by to Sean for some reason. And then we got Slang on Saturday. And then reserve your spot. When El Jefe gives us the word, we're going to be back on Sunday.
Well, we got
So don't
members
get-
only on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got members. My fault. Goodness gracious. members only on Saturday. So we have to bypass lane. Y'all gonna be with us at Kimmy's stuff.
We got members only Saturday, so don't forget that. Show up and show out.
Show up and show out. And
there's no rules and regulations for Saturday stream.
So
then on Monday we have Juan at noon, right?
Yes. Not no to you. My bad.
Okay.
I'll speak out loud.
Okay, and then T should be at 9:30 on Monday, and then we have Tuesday we have Kimmy, and then we'll be back right back here.
That's it. So we got 7 days a week of action.
7 days a week of action.
You know what I'm saying? 7 days a week of action, man.
Johan's gonna be his first members only this weekend.
Hey, you gonna have fun,
Johan.
Oh, look at that! We'll finally get a chance to see the face with the name.
Oh, did he say he's gonna come on the panel?
You said you're gonna come on the panel? You didn't say that.
I don't think he said
that. You got coming in the panel, Johan? Come on, man. Don't play.
Johan, I thought you were gonna come on her screen, dog.
Yeah, man. We thought you were gonna come on the screen, bro.
Sir.
Come on, man.
Sir.
My screen is a virgin.
Is a virgin, okay.
So we got you entertained 7 days a week, guys. Make sure you support your content creators. It don't matter if you're watching the content creator. You please support.
He said, "Why not?" So Johan might come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna say this, man. This is true shit, right?
Oh, here
we
go.
try so hard on these streams to give you guys the best entertainment period, right? We work our ass off to give you guys good videos, good stream. We answer our comments. We do everything humanly possible to give you guys the best coverage about technology and everything else in between. You got to show some love, man. Let other people know that we are here, so our channels can grow. You know what I'm saying? It's all about.
Meek Mill said he want to come on.
You want to come on, but send that son bitch a fucking link then.
Yeah.
We got about 4 more minutes. He can come say his piece.
No, I ain't talking about Mims. I'm talking about his dog.
Meek Mims is dog.
Meek Mims.
Oh, okay. I thought. I'm sorry, Mims. I kind of went off on Mims and
you went off on him.
I'm on Mims. I'm my
still wasn't as
sir.
bad as when you got.
See, Mims ain't gonna bite like me easy. You know what I mean? I call you. I don't give a fuck what time I get on there. You call me out, I'm calling you. What are you talking about, man?
He said Meek is grounded.
3:33. Let's go to show him some love right here. Savage Scientist. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, Mims.
Hey, D-Mims. Hey, if Mims said he'll slide next week, Eric, if it's cool, I will slide him the
send
link.
That some bitch a fucking link next week.
He said he'll have his Thanos phone.
Hey, to go with the Thanos man right here.
He gonna be bent over.
He gonna be bent over just like this. He gonna toot that thing up.
Come on.
I have 15 wireless, 15 watt wireless charging if you connect it in my.
Hey, Step Dog, you gonna come on the panel Saturday, sir? You gonna tune
plug
it up?
in, sir.
He gonna tune it up.
He said, "Plug and play, plug and play."
He gonna put that iPhone 14 straight up his ass.
Then he gonna take that sword. You see that sword back there?
Mm-hmm. See, that's what he split them cheeks with.
He gonna take that some bitch, turn it sideways and stick it straight up his candy ass.
Candy.
God damn.
When Cynthia said this looked like his stepdaddy, though, I was done that night.
Man.
Like your stepdaddy got dimples in his back like that now.
Somebody got to somebody got to put either something or Mim's face.
The always in display. I like that.
You got to get Scoop for that.
You got a thong on and everything, huh? Wow.
All right.
I'd like to change my order right now.
It's time to play, youngster. Hey, Thanos said, "You want any breakfast?
You want some eggs?
You want some eggs? Some juice?
Yeah. You want your cornbread?
You want a piece of my sausage?"
And then Savage can come through and he can look like this the whole stream.
What up, Savvy Sav?
What up, Savage? Hey, bro, I got a barber for you, bro.
Oh, shit. Man, leave that man
A barber do a good job, player.
Bill said, "Leave him off there." That's $7. Oh, God.
I think I'm fucking Mr. Krabs.
Oh, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Hey, equal opportunity, Rose.
Hey, tell me why this motherfucker got earphones in his ear.
Wow.
He got earphones in his ear. But I tell you what, he was ripping his shirt
That shit's
off.
great. That's the greatest shit ever.
Oh man, that was so funny. That was so funny.
Boy.
And I still with my
fucking that was fucking hilarious.
All right,
Damn,
another episode of Wired Wednesday, y'all.
In the books.
It's in the books. Thank y'all guys very much. Same bat place, same bat time.
Nigga, what's wrong
Like
with you?
Like he got the gold medalist behind him.
Right. He took a shit.
He just farted.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank y'all guys. We gonna get on out of here. We really appreciate it. Thank y'all guys very much for joining us on another episode of Wired Wednesday. Man, I told you there's some entertaining shit. We gonna get out of here. Thank y'all guys very much. Peace.